People were outraged, saying that's ridiculous. The fact that we are now embracing more mind, body, spirit medicine goes along with the expected human evolution. We are transitioning from stages of consciousness in the world, coming from a paradigm of scientific materialism. The destiny of humanity is to become more and more comfortable with these topics. Quantum physics is coming to prove that things may look away and be very different. Changing paradigms is hard. Welcome to Body, Mind, and Spirit. I'm your host, Dr. Diely Pichardo Johansson, retired board-certified hematologist-oncologist and twice cancer survivor. My intention for this show is to bridge the gap between medical science and spirit, reconcile conventional medicine and holistic wellness, and to normalize the conversation about the spiritual dimension of health. Last week, we were talking about why I believe in the body-mind-spirit connection, weaving both my personal experience and my professional experience as an oncologist for 15 years. Today, we'll be focusing on what body, mind, and spirit is not, myth busters. There are three common misconceptions that I want to clear off. The first belief I want to tackle is the belief that body-mind medicine is woo-woo, that this is about weird, strange things. And I want to assure you that is not the case, that science caught up, that we have a much clearer understanding now of the biological mechanisms involved. And we have proof, scientific proof, epidemiological and laboratory proof that our emotions and experiences become translated into cellular biology. Stress, the adrenergic response, cortisol, the mitochondria, inflammation, and all those fascinating topics we'll be exploring in the different conversations we'll have here. The second myth I want to clear is the belief that spirit medicine is a new agey thing, something the hippies invented or the law of attraction people invented, and I want to clarify that is not true. The most ancient medical texts date from the year 1500 before Common Era or even older, and are the Ayurvedic texts in India. And those texts already talk about the mind, the body, the spirit as an indivisible unit. Please take a moment to subscribe. Every time you like, you comment, you share, and especially when you subscribe, you are helping this mission. Let's change the conversation and shift the consensus reality. Thank you. It means a lot to me. Now, back to the show. And those texts talk about the mind, the body, the spirit as an indivisible unit where different diseases are intimately linked to your emotions. For example, the Vata personality, Vata dosha, the anxious, prone person will have certain illnesses different from the Pitta personality who was driven by anger. The next part of history in medicine that we know is Hippocrates. You may have heard of him in the year about 400 before the Common Era. He was the first person who said, disease is coming from some natural cause, not divine punishment. That was a big step for science back then. In his theory, emotional and psychological states were deeply intertwined with physical imbalances. For example, melancholy was literally tied to a raise in your black bile. Original medicine was mind, body, spirit medicine. And the fact that that became forgotten for centuries is really what we're trying to correct right now. The third misunderstanding I want to clear is the belief that mind, body, spirit medicine is a trend or a fad, something that will eventually die out, or even worse, a passé thing, that anybody who is modern doesn't believe on those pre-scientific things that only uncivilized people believe. That is also not true. The fact that we are now embracing more mind, body, spirit medicine goes along with the expected human evolution. We are transitioning from stages of consciousness in the world. We just are coming from a paradigm of scientific materialism that was a rebound effect from the previous times of excessive control of the church And we are correcting now from that previous overcorrection. If this was really a college class, I would encourage you to check this video as your extra activity. I love Dr. Bruce Lipton. He is the original hippie nerd. Don't let the shocking title of this video scare you. He does get passionate sometimes, and he may turn off some scientists, but he is a true scientist. And he explains the evolution of belief, how humanity has gone through stages where at times, like animism, we believed everything around us was alive, how the beliefs of humans evolve into polytheism, monotheism, and how at different times in history we have valued matter over energy or vice versa. Times where there was a despise of the body, everything was about spirit, and the matter was considered sinful. We had a rebound of that, and now we are living the scientific materialistic paradigm where people are obsessed with matter and ignore spirit. And that is something that he explains much better than me, but that has something to do with also the way medicine has evolved. Changing paradigms is hard. You just have to ask any physicist or scientist when people had to understand that it's not true that the earth is flat. And yes, the earth does revolve around the sun. It's not the other way around. People were outraged and saying that's ridiculous. The same way happening in the world, quantum physics. Quantum physics is coming to prove that what we think is so obvious with our eyes is actually not, that things may look away and be very different. The destiny of humanity is to become more and more comfortable with these topics and understand them as normal. The amount of data available to prove that the way you feel influences your response to treatment is outstanding. Why is the healthcare system ignoring that and still designing healthcare settings that seem to be torture places? It doesn't make sense. So if you have ever asked yourself, why are scientists so opposed to spirit? Why are doctors so slow and stubborn about believing in the mind-body connection? So I hope that diving into today's talk will help you clarify a lot of that.